What's up, YouTube? We're back again with another lesson. This is going to be a longer video today, but we wanted to start this by, first of all, welcome back to our YouTube page. And I would like to introduce you guys again to my lovely girlfriend, the beautiful, gorgeous Carly. Her name is MaryAnna, and she is going to be our project. And I say project because we're teaching her Luganda, so we want to make her Luganda better. But I wanted to start this video by thanking everyone that has subscribed to our YouTube channel already. Today we just hit 23 subscribers. Thank you guys. Just last week we were at 96. So in a week time we've got more than 100 subscribers. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers this year so that we can monetize our content, so we can get paid for this that we put in our time and effort to do. So we can only achieve that by you guys supporting us, subscribing to our channel and watching our videos. And this week actually we have our most viewed video at 2.3k views. Thank you. And I want to give shout outs because last time I promised whoever comments on our video, we are going to give shout outs and read some names and possibly some of the comments they've commented on our page. So here we go. We have Nalwega Sophie from Uganda, says hi from Uganda. And then we have Mosmenta Morin says, wow, our first time to see a Ugandan Muzungu. Here, I'm gonna follow you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the follow. Then Jalia Moanje says, wow, continue our wife, and I'm happy to see you there. We're gonna take a pause. Babe, remember when I told you the other day that it's so nice to see that my people embrace you rather than something that I don't feel that I get here in America? Here in America, and this is a double standard thing. Here in America, when white people see me with you, they look at you like you're not supposed to be with me. Not all of them, but most of them. And then when black people see me with you, they look at me like, oh, I betrayed black people. And when my people see me with you, they are inspired, they are welcoming, they are motivated, or they want to be like me. So it's a different reaction, and I'm grateful for that my people embrace you. I just wanted to say that. But we're gonna go keep going through the comments. Then we have 45945. You are doing great. Oyogera bulungi. Oyogera bulungi means you speak well. You speak Luganda well. And then
thank you.
Yeah, and then we have Zavi, who says, I like that she's putting in effort. Okuiga or Luganda. He likes that you're putting in effort to learn Luganda.
Oh, thank you.
Then we have Annie. Annie says, interesting video. Then we have Red Tag says, Olema. Olema is like challenging yourself, but you're doing it, And then Mosmenta commented again. And then we had Adija Mukisa. Thanks for sharing. And then we have Mansuru Rubega says, oh, Musaja Wakabaka. Oh, this is the comment that I really laughed about. So let me explain this comment. Let me read it first and then I'll explain it to you. Oh, Musaja Wakabaka. Kano kasufu. Awangale nnyo Ssaabasajja Kabaka. Ssaabasajja Magulu Nyondo Chuchu Musota. So the Buganda kingdom, the kingdom that I grew up in, has a king. And that king has over 50 names. Yeah, so it's like a ritual when you're calling out the king's name. And he went, all these are king's names. That's why I was like, oh, this is a typical Muganda man. Like, he's so proud to be a Muganda.
Oh.
So like where he say, Musaja Wakabaka means the man of the king. And then he said, Awangale nnyo ayi Ssaabasajja Kabaka. Bemba Musota, Chuchu Magulu Nyondo. Lukomawa Antaka, Semanda, like there's so many names that he was just going up. But thank you for the support. Thank you. And I'm only doing this because I promised, and I'm a man of my word. You gotta deliver what you say you're gonna do. Blessings, guys. Stella and Agire. Kabugo. That girl is cute. Nakaizi. Malamu. Big up. We love you. Dennis Massey. You tried. Beautiful. Keep going. Namudu. Haluganda is better than mine. Nalubega Sophie again. I'm from Uganda. So, yeah, those are some of the few comments, but we will in the next video I'll go again on comments on this video. So please guys, keep watching, keep sharing, keep supporting. We are very, very appreciative. Thank you for being on our platform. Subscribe, share, and comment. So where are we at, baby? Let me give you some talking here. I've been talking a lot.
You have been. I'm just kidding. I'm not, but let's see. What should we learn today? We'll do like rooms. Imeza. Imeza.
Okay, I'll hold the book because you'll be cheating. You'll be reading the interpretations. That's what I mean. But anyway, before we go into the lesson, I wanted to ask your opinion about, I think we talked about this a little bit. Some of the things that I love about you is however much I'm doing something that you don't like or something that you don't want to do, you don't throw it on my face. You talk about it. You don't act your frustration. You talk your frustration. Like a lot of people do not know how to talk about the things that they don't like.
Well, I only do that because you do that with me.
Well, I appreciate that because one of the things that I cannot stand is someone act crazy or, for example, yell, shout in a disagreement rather than talk. You know what I'm saying?
Now, in previous relationships, yes, I would have done that because my partner then would also do that.
Right. That's why I'm giving you my flowers. And a lot of the relationships that didn't work out for me because of that exactly. That is what was happening. Like
I'm always going to match your energy. If you are being kind to me, then I'm going to want to be kind back. I'm not going to want to yell or like be vindictive. Actually, I was vindictive. I was talking to mom about this. I was telling her that like in previous relationships, if I was to like have an argument, I would like want to hurt that person because they hurt me.
Interesting.
But with you, I don't want to hurt you when we're having like arguments.
Well, heart is a big thing, but I don't think I'm very careful when I say stuff, especially when I'm serious.
Yes.
I think my weakness is when I'm joking, I really don't have a filter because I know
Yeah.
I'm joking. It doesn't mean anything.
I don't always know you're joking though.
Well, when I'm serious, I don't start the conversation just like that. I tell you, okay, I need to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
Like then I'm serious. Like my tone is gonna change, my body language is gonna change. I'm not gonna be laughing and playing around.
Yeah.
But most of the times when I'm joking, the things that I say don't mean anything. Like they just come through here and go through here. So I just wanted to appreciate you for that because most of my past relationships that didn't work out is because where I come from, women are not supposed to raise their voice against their men. Yes, if I've done you wrong, you sit me down and tell me about it, and you give me a chance to change. It's like the way it's a cultural difference, which is something that is not here.
Yeah, and something that I've definitely had to learn, like there when we first started, like when we first moved into this apartment, there was a pot um that he accidentally kind of ruined a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And my first reaction was to be upset about it. And I did kind of go off on him. And I was like, you ruined my pot. You didn't tell me. You didn't do anything about it. Which, in hindsight, it's a pot. It still works fine. Like it's fine. But my first reaction was to be upset about it and kind of like go off on him about it. But you definitely put me in my place very quickly and were like, it's first off not that serious. Second off, that's not the reaction you should have to that. And I have a lot more compassion and patience when it comes to things when you do mess up now because I'm not in that like fight or flight mindset where I'm like constantly fighting for something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like for that incident, I'm gonna first let you express because I know when you're angry, when someone is angry, you gotta let that to come out fast.
Yeah, because otherwise it's going to build up.
Exactly. So I'm gonna give you your 5 minutes of expressing yourself. You can say whatever you yell, but after that, oh, I'm gonna let you know that I cannot cut it off. I don't want to hear it. Like, I believe when someone makes a mistake, they're actually on a journey to better themselves.
Yeah.
Because I've always told you, don't be scared to make a mistake.
Which I was quite scared to make mistakes in the beginning. So I was afraid I was going to lose you and that I was going to upset you. But I mean, we're people, we're human, we're both going to disappoint each other, we're both going to upset each other. Just knowing that we need to work on ourselves, be better. Yes, it's okay to make mistakes, but do your best once you make the mistake to not make it again.
Exactly. That's my problem with it. Like if you make a mistake the first time, I'm probably not gonna I'm gonna be like, it's okay. It's just a mistake. Just learn from it. That's my first reaction from it. The only thing I don't like is that when you repeat the same again and again, it becomes to me you're not learning. You're not doing anything to change from it.
Yeah.
That's when I have a problem with it. I don't want you to live your life in quest for perfection. Nobody is perfect. Like, I played sports, so in sports they say practice makes perfect. But that's not true. I don't agree with it.
Practice makes progress.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And for me, my thing was when I played golf in college, I was never after perfection. I was after consistency because I knew if I can work on something again and again, I'm going to be consistently okay with the pressure that it comes with it, with the challenges that comes with it to deal with it. So that is my thing. And when I look back on my failed relationships, that's one thing. And I'm sorry to generalize, but that's one thing American women don't have in them. Like Roll with Lee's was telling us on TikTok Live that women here do not know how to be submissive. I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of them are scared to be submissive for various reasons, which may be true or not. But where I come from, women are raised to be submissive.
And not in the way that, like, I don't really like the word submissive because it implies that you're just a doormat
No, that is just the interpretation you have based on your culture and
Okay.
where you grew up from. But submissiveness doesn't mean that. Where I come from, submissiveness,
Mom says, explain.
it means understanding and trusting your husband or your future husband that they
Yeah.
have the best interest for you, number one. That they're not going to hurt you, number two. That whenever they challenge you or they push you to be better, it's because they want to see the best in you. And in the beginning of our relationship, this is something that feathered you wrong because you
Yeah.
felt like I'm criticizing you.
And I felt that you were trying to control me. And especially using the word submissive scared me a lot in my, which we talk about previous relationships quite often, but for both of us, it was like a kind of a large part of our lives.
Mhm.
And it's not that we're so stuck on the past that we just can't get over it, but it's just a way for us to kind of like compare and be able to explain it a little bit better.
Mhm.
But in previous relationships, I was not able to trust my partner to make decisions because I was the one that was having to make all of the decisions, and I had to rely on myself and had to like basically be independent within those relationships.
Mhm.
And so I was like, I don't want a man telling me what to do. I don't need a man. A man is an accessory, which I still believe that. But but I trust you a lot more to be able, and the word submission, submissive is a scary thing for a lot of women in America because a lot of the men in America are not kind of up to par to be able to take care of a woman and a family, be able to make the best decisions for them and their family. Because, quite frankly, a lot of men in America do the bare minimum and expect the woman, like their wives, to basically be their moms, to raise a family, work a full-time job, take care of them, and take care of the house. Whereas, like in the 50s and beforehand, the women were able to stay home. They were able to take care of the family, take care of the man, but they weren't expected to have a full-time job. Whereas now, a lot of men want the same kind of wife, like back from the 50s, but want them to still have a full-time job, which doesn't exactly work that well. So the mindset is that they want a wife from the 50s, but it just doesn't really work. And so saying submissive, mom said, but mom was tired. Amen.
Well, I cannot speak on behalf of men in America. I was raised in Africa with African values, with Ugandan traditional values, with, first of all, and I'm going to speak briefly on this because I know we are coming to an end of this part of the video.
Yeah.
But growing up, a man was looked at as a leader in his family, naturally, because that is the African way of how a man is looked. Now, you cannot call yourself a leader if you're not a provider, if you're not the guider, if you're not a protector for your family.
And that's the
So
thing.
all the men that I grew up seeing, they assumed the role and acted the role. So naturally, I'm going to be a provider. I'm going to be a protector. I'm going to be a leader. And I expect my other half to acknowledge that, that I'm the leader of the home. It doesn't mean that you don't have no powers. No. Everything that I'm going to do, I'm going to consult with you. I think you can testify, like in our relationship, yes, I'm a leader in this relationship, but whatever I'm going to do, I come and ask you, and I take excuse me, I take your opinion and your point of view on it into consideration to make the decisions. Sometimes do I disagree with totally what you're going to say, advise? Yes, absolutely. At the end of the day, I need you to trust that whatever decision I make is the best of us, for us, not just me.
Yeah.
So coming with that background and you coming with the background you have, there was gonna be conflict because you didn't know how to trust a man like that. Or those you
Yeah.
trusted hurted you. And where I come from, I don't know no woman who is gonna bump heads with me because
Yeah.
I was not raised, so but I'm glad that over time I kept telling you this. Judge me by my actions, and I will not ask you
Yeah.
to do something that I cannot give you. Like,
Yes.
so that kept telling you, like, I mean what I say and I say what I mean. So, for me, like I always keep telling you that love is not words. My language of love is action oriented. You can tell me how much you love me, but if you're not doing what you're saying, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, and you know the saying, actions speak louder than words.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. But it definitely was something that we both had to get used to, for me, like, accepting and releasing like that power and control, which you always say you don't want to control me, which
Mhm.
is what it felt like in the beginning. But now, like, I know that it's not, you don't want control, you don't want the power, like, you don't want that, and you don't, because ultimately I'm going to do what I want to do. But I have gotten a lot better about taking your feelings into consideration, taking your, like, advice into consideration, because beforehand, like in past relationships, the advice that I was given, or like, I wouldn't consult with my partner because they, like, either wouldn't care or just would, like, not show up in those ways. So it was difficult for me to actually take what you were saying into consideration.
Yeah, but I also kept telling you, like, listen, I don't want I don't want your control. You can have your control. If I have to control you to do the thing that I want you to do, what's the benefit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've always told you, you can keep your control. I don't want control. I want you to understand that, like, this has to be a decision you're willing to do. So anyway, guys, this is going to be a long one, but thank you guys for watching us. Thank you for sticking us. We're going to stop here for YouTube. Please go subscribe to our YouTube channel, share this video, and the next video is going to be even more interesting because I want us to talk about race.
Oh.
And race in America, it rubs feathers. So you don't want to miss the next video that we are shooting, that we will post tomorrow. For me, it's been a pleasure. And on behalf of me and my girlfriend, we want to say thank you, we love you, and peace out.